Hello, gorgeous and beautiful souls. Such a wonderful day today, isn't it? The weather is so bright, so shining, so beautiful. I am happy. I don't know about you, but you have every reason to be happy. I know there are a lot going on in the universe now, so much chaos, but it is our duty and responsibility to make ourselves happy. So I am happy for every single day I am given opportunity to witness. I feel so grateful. So thank you, universe. Join me. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. I appreciate your wonderfulness in my life. Keep protecting me. Keep working in my favor and in the favor of all my beautiful souls, all my beautiful viewers. Mighty universe, please keep protecting us. Thank you. Most often, my people, we think we love ourselves. Well, we don't actually do. Loving ourselves 100% is very, very essential for personal growth, fulfillment of dreams, and development of healthy and loving relationship with people. I am here today for us to discuss ways to foster compassion and develop 100% love for ourselves, which will in turn radiate to others. I remain your host, Chinelo Atonede Ripples, aka Other Busy Fingers. 3 ways we can foster compassion. Number 1, care as much for yourself as you care for others. Let me repeat that again. Care as much for yourself as you care for others. If you love yourself, if you think you love yourself, you cannot please another person to please yourself. Oh, yes. You really think it is very, very easy and simple to love yourself on the plane, but it is not as simple as we think. Oh. Do you know that some people, just for them to belong, just for them to be accepted, they go to the extent of displeasing themselves just to please other people? I really can't believe it. But it's happening, and it is happening. Most times I wonder, why would I want to please another person to displease myself? Until Chinelo, I found myself in that same shoe for several years. And you know the resultant effect of trying to please other people to please yourself. Unhappiness. You didn't know you're not happy, but because you want to be accepted, you have to do everything the person wants. Maybe let's say your family members, maybe as a young lady, you found a husband and you brought the husband. They said, we don't want you to marry this man. We want you to marry this person. You go to your boyfriend or your fiancé. My family said they don't want me to marry you. They said I should marry Mr. B. Please, please, I know I love you, eh? You know I love you, eh? But I don't want my family to be angry with me. Please, please now, please understand with me. Sheepishly, you will go and marry who your family members want you to marry. Then you enter into an agonizing relationship. Love, respect, and care for your family members. Love, respect, and care for your friends. Love, respect, and care for your colleagues. But for crying out loud, make sure that you first of all love yourself. I watched Oprah Winfrey's show, and in that show, she made a statement that hit my heart deeply. I also watched several of my mentor's videos, and my mentor keep on hammering on it. Make sure that your cup fulls and runneth over. Get filled up and spills. Nobody gives what he or she doesn't have. You must have something for you to be able to give it. You must love yourself for you to be able to radiate love from within to without. I'll tell us what happened to me along my early journey when I was in the university, way back in the university. I was put in the same room with a classmate of mine. So when my classmate learned that I was in the same room with her, she couldn't believe it. Me, Nelag, in the same room. Oh my goodness. My people, she stayed away from the room for 3 good weeks. Even her belongings was leaked into the room. She comes in when I'm not around, leaks out. At a particular time, I wanted to feel bad. I was as let me go and call her to come and stay in her room. This would belong to all of me and her. But then, I decided against it. I don't have to beg somebody to love me. Loving me is entirely her decision. I have to learn to love myself first. I don't hate her, but then I wouldn't beg anybody to love me. Eventually, she started coming around. She come around, spend some time, disappears, come around, spend some time, disappears. And she actually discovered that the abnormal Chinelo, the controversial Chinelo, is not as bad as they were tagging me. The most controversial, the most abnormal, the way do. We eventually became best of friends, inseparable. So don't try to make people happy by loving them and displeasing yourself. That is not love. You don't love yourself. If you love yourself, you will do what is right at all times. If any of them want to leave you, it's okay. Learn to be on your own. Stay on your own. When you're staying on your own, you'll be able to go in within. Go into the journey within. You will even discover more about yourself. You even discover more about your potential. You discover more about things you don't even know about yourself. Number 2, maintain boundaries. Set limits. Make a list of your do's and your don'ts. Don't beg anybody to accept you. Like I said before, anything you cannot take from anybody, write it out. Anybody that comes into your life, spell it out for that person. And you can equally ask the person, please give me your do's and your don'ts. Because nobody is perfect. God created all of us in this universe to coexist. And the only thing that can help us coexist is love. Do you know when you love yourself 100%, even other people's shortcomings no longer become a problem to you because they are just living through their life. It's just an experience. You just become a witness. You just witness. But if you don't love yourself 100%, when somebody is doing sometimes somebody is doing something you don't like, you just keep hearing and keep hearing in pain. But if you love yourself 100%, you will tell the person, give me your list, your do's and your don'ts, and these are my do's and my don'ts. And don't let that person encroach in your territory. Don't let that person take your power away from you, because once your power is taken away from you, it becomes nothing. You heard me? You become nothing. So for you to be able to love yourself 100%, you have to learn to say no to energy don't serve you, any energy that don't serve you, anything that don't help you evolve, anything that doesn't help you become the best version of yourself, anything that don't help you to improve on yourself on a daily basis is an energy vampire. Whatever energy that is not serving you, say no to it. Don't tell me, I am married, though. I don't know how to, I don't know how to do it. I did it for several years. You heard me, several years. Trying everything to be accepted. Trying everything to be accepted. The more I do, the more that same situation confronts me. It was like I was trying to put a square peg inside a round hole. Until I linked up with my mentor. I started following him. I started watching his videos. I begin to learn what self-love means. I don't even need much friends. In fact, I can actually stay without anybody. Though it's good to be in a loving relationship, be it a man or a woman. Very, very good if you can find one. But it is not a do or die affair. We shouldn't kill ourselves just to be accepted in the society, just to be accepted by people around us, just to be accepted by family members, just to be accepted by our friends, just to be accepted by our husband and our wives. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't subject ourselves to torture just so you can be accepted. Set your boundaries, my people, today, and thank me later. When you know the power you possess as an individual, when you know the extent your self-love can take you, when you love yourself 100%, you really don't need anybody. You are a complete whole you. A complete whole you, capable of manifesting anything you so desire in life. Do you know that the highest frequency for manifestation is love? If you want to get anything you want in life, learn to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you really don't care if the person next to you loves you. You don't really care. All you do is you just keep on radiating love. You just keep on radiating love. My friend was in my house yesterday, and I saw the pain in her face, though she was trying to hide the pain. So she told me something about what she was passing through. And I told her, my sister, that the only way you can deal with this thing is loving yourself 100% and let that love radiate into another person. When that love radiates, you no longer see all those things the person is doing to you as a problem. You just see it as the person being him or herself. Then you become the witness. You are just witnessing. It will not affect you. It will not cross boundaries to you. But then, if you think you cannot bear, if you think you cannot ward off negative energy, then stay away from energy that don't serve you. There is an adage that says that, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Your tribe is your vibe. That means the people you associate with determine the vibration at which you operate. If you want to operate at a very high vibration, you learn to associate yourself with people of like minds. And for you to be able to attract such people, you must learn to love yourself 100%. Then radiate that love out. Then people that flow in the same energy level with you will navigate towards you. It happened to me. That is talking to you today. So my people, you learn to set your boundaries and don't let anybody cross it. Whatever you don't like, tell it to whoever you are into a relationship with from the onset. And make sure you maintain that boundary with love and respect. It's not maybe because you are in a relationship, maybe you love yourself 100%, to become a tyrant. No, life is not lived like that. We live to coexist with each other. We must learn to live in love and in respect and understanding. Number 3. Do what needs to be done. Do what needs to be done. Anything that you know will help you to love yourself 100% or become the best version of yourself, that is what you do. Don't listen to anybody. Don't do what? Listen to anybody. Nobody will live your life for you. When the things start attacking your system, nobody will be there to carry it with you. You suffer it alone. If you develop BP, you suffer it alone. If you develop hypertension, you suffer it alone. If you develop any chronic ailment, you suffer it alone. If you develop depression, you suffer it alone. You're not going to suffer it with anybody. You have to bear. You just have to bear. That is how your mother's beard. That is how your father's beard. Everybody beard it like that. Gone are those days. Our fathers and our mothers, they don't know what we know today. Okay. Look at what is happening in our country today. Let me use Nigeria, my country, as an example. The government are just treating us as if we are animals, as if we are slaves. They don't care how we feel. They don't care how workers feel. They are there looting all our resources. And for many years, people pretended in dying in silence as if they don't know what is actually happening. Okay, let me take myself for instance. In our working place, there are a lot of unacceptable working conditions. But you dare not tell your fellow workers or colleague that maybe you people should register your displeasure or do a little protest, that your condition of service is not really what it should be. They will say, please, this is my little job. It's very, very important for me. I don't want to lose it. You can just go alone and do that. You can imagine to the extent to which people hate themselves. People subject you to a life of torture. People treat you like slave. But because of fear, you cannot speak out. And you tell me you love yourself? Thank God, a lot of people are awakening spiritually. I'm very, very happy for the protests that went on across the country about brutality of SARS. But then I ask, is SARS really our problem? If you ask me, I'll tell you that SARS is not actually our problem. They are just contributing factor. We are our problems. We don't love ourselves. If you love and value yourself, even the so-called SARS, they will become afraid of you. We gave them the power. They are doing anything how they like with. When you retrieve your power back, like we just started doing with this protest, you will see things will begin to take shape. Make a list of the things that makes you happy. Also become aware of how you feel at all times. If you're doing something for somebody and you're not happy about it, my sister, my brother, learn to walk away. Learn to say no. I ain't having it. I am not having it. I can't take it. Don't just be like a sheep that is being led to the slaughterhouse. Be the lion and the lioness. Know the powers that you have within you. Do you know that we are all gods? I don't know if we know that we are all gods, my people. We are. If we don't know that we are all gods, let us know it today that we are all gods. Anything that makes you feel happy, that is what you should do. Anything that doesn't serve you, stay away from it. Say no to it. You mustn't attach yourself to anybody. I watched one woman's videos from one of a platform that I belong to, and the woman was saying that even without the help of the government, that she was able to make it. My people, stop depending on these people so much. Challenge the powers you have within you. Go within. Go into nature. Be at one with nature and the universe. And you will see the powers you possess as an individual. You will see the lion and the lionesses in you. It is time for us to learn to love ourselves 100%. When you love yourself 100%, the lion in you will come out. You will roar and enter into the lion den and you take over that territory. Yes, my people. It is very, very achievable. Start learning how to eat healthy. Health, they say, is wealth. Eat healthy if you want to love yourself 100%. If you want to become the best version of yourself. When you eat live, organic, electrolytic food, it will energize you. It will go into your body and cleanse you. It will go into your body and heal your DNA, repair unrepairable, and make you healthy. But if you eat deadly processed food, you're heading towards destruction. Learn to eat fruits and vegetables. Yes, you heard me. Healthy, organic fruits and vegetables, not genetically modified food. Healthy fruits, vegetable. Eat foods that are in season. Eat foods that are found within your locality. Invest in your health. And you will see how joy and happiness will radiate within you or without. People tell me, Chinelo, you're shining, you're practically glowing, look at you. Your organic cream is working. I'll laugh. Organic is working on my people, but it's not just organic. I take care of my within. Learn to become vegetarians. Consume 80% fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, legumes, cereals with high fibers. Consume less of animal food, if at all you should. Any food that is cooked is now a dead food. Why will you eat a dead something? Why will you put something that is dead into your system? It will go back into your system and create deadly substances that will, in turn, create disease, which leads to diseases. Learn to share what you have with people around you if you really want to be happy. These are extra tips. Whatever you have, learn to share. Don't keep everything to yourself. Learn to take care of the needy around you. Learn to take care of your environment. Learn to take care of trees within you. Animals, learn them to take care of them. When we have a healthy ecosystem, everything will become balanced and you will see love radiating from within us to without. Learn to meditate. Go into meditation. Go into nature. Meditate. Be at one with the universe. Whatever you ask, come back to you. That will be a topic of another day when we'll start learning about law of attraction and vibration. You'll be able to learn how to manifest whatever you want. But remember that the first law, the first and most important thing in this universe is how to love yourself and how to love every other thing outside your environment, outside you, from within you to without. You love yourself, then you radiate it to without. When you learn this, you have unlocked the key to becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching, for staying tuned with us. I remain your host, Chitelo Atodedi Repo. Until next time, what I will be bringing for us, more mouth-watering video. Keep watching, keep staying with us. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, for us to be bringing you wonderful, inspiring videos, subscribe, press like, share to your friends so that they can benefit also. Thank you once again for watching. Remain blessed. Peace. And remember, let love guide you, not fear. I love you.